everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some New York Yankees baseball here. It's July 27th. We got the White Sox taking on the Yankees in New York. And let's get to the starting lineup here. Give me 1 second here. And leading off for the Chicago White Sox playing shortstop is Luis Aparicio. Batting second playing right field is Floyd Robinson. Batting third playing center field is Jim Landis. Batting fourth playing first base is Roy Serves. Batting fifth playing left field is Al Smith. Batting sixth playing third base is J.C. Martin. Batting seventh playing second base is Nellie Fox. Batting eighth doing the catching is Cam Cameron. And batting ninth doing the pitching is Billy Pierce. And for the hometown New York Yankees, we got leading off playing second base Bobby Richardson. Batting second playing shortstop's Tony Kubek. Batting third playing right field's Roger Maris. Batting fourth playing center field is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth playing first base is Bill Skowron. Batting sixth doing the catching's Elston Howard. Batting seventh playing left field is Hector Lopez. Batting eighth and playing third base is Clint Boyer. Batting ninth and doing the pitching for the New York Yankees is Ralph Terry. Let's get down to Yankee Stadium, folks, and get this game started. And Aparicio's up now for the White Sox, hitting .209 on the season. And the pitch to Luis is hit down to Clint Boyer down at third. Fires over the Moose. And that'll be out number one in this ball game, folks. Brings up Floyd Robinson now. He's batting .317 on the year, folks. Here's the pitch to Floyd. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike three. Terry's first strikeout of the game. 2 up and 2 down here for the White Sox. Brings up Jim Landis, batting .244, off to a slow start. And not this game, because that ball is high, that ball is far, that ball is going. Landis hits that ball over the right field down the 296 line, and Jim Landis gives the White Sox a 1-0 lead here, folks. Bring up Roy Serves now with 2 outs, nobody on. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Kubek. He makes the play, but Landis gives the White Sox a 1-run lead as we go to the bottom of the first. Yankees still due up here, already down by 1. Richardson, Kubek, and Maris to face Pierce. Here's the pitch from Billy. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Martin at third. That'll be 1 out for the Yankees. That'll bring up Tony Kubek, and he set the table here for the M&M boys. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Aparicio. 2 up and 2 down for the Yanks. Let's see if Roger can tie this game up just like Landis did, folks. Roger's batting .261 on the year now. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. 42nd home run of the year. And Roger Maris, just like we called it, has tied this game up, folks. It's 1 apiece. Both runs scoring on solo home runs with 2 outs. That brings up the Mick. Here he comes. And the Mick pops that one straight up the chute. Carmen calls for it. And foul territory, makes the catch. But the Yankees tie this game up, folks, on the Roger Maris 42nd home run of the year. We got Smith, Martin, and Fox due up here for the White Sox. Al Smith is batting a cool .304, a hot .304, I should say. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. The White Sox get the lead runner aboard, folks. And that'll bring up Mr. Martin. Can the Yankees turn 2 here and get out of this mess? And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Boyer charges it. His only play will be over the first. So Smith will get down the second now with one out. And brings up old Nellie Fox, batting .239 on the year. And that's a ground ball down the short. And he'll look the runner back to second. Quebec fires over to first. And that'll be out number 2. And that'll bring up Cam Canron. And he's batting .278 on the year with Smith down at second. And that's going to be a single in right field. And that'll score Smith. And just like that, the White Sox take a 2-1 lead, folks. That'll bring up Billy Pierce. Billy's hitting 111 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Quebec. He's going to take that ball over to second, go to short way. And that'll end the inning. But again, not until the White Sox add a run and take a 2-1 lead here into the bottom of the second. We got Scourin, Howard, and Lopez due up here for the Yanks. The Moose is hitting .295 on the year. And that ball is swung on and missed. He strikes out for the first time today. That brings up Elston Howard. Can he get off to a good start here? He's batting .302 on the year. And that ball is hit in the right field. Floyd Robinson's out there. Makes the catch for out number 2. Hey, Ken. That'll bring up Hector Lopez. Hector's hitting .224 on the year, folks. And that's a fly ball in the right field also. And that'll end the inning. The Yankees go 1-2-3 in the second. We go to the top of the third. White Sox 2, Yankees 1. We got Aparicio, Robinson, and Landis, the top of the order, due up here for the White Sox. Aparicio grounded out the Boyer his first time up. And that ball is going to be hit in the center field. And Mick misplays that ball. That'll be an E8. He can quickly recovers, throws it in for a one-base error. Hey, Nathaniel. So we got the leadoff runner on again on the E8 by Mick. Here's Floyd Robinson. He struck out his first time up. And he's not going to strike out this time, folks. He hits that ball in the right field, and with Aparicio's speed, he's going to motor on down the third. So we got first and third here. Nobody out. We got Landis, who's homered in this game. They're going to bring the infield in, folks. I know it's early, but they're already down by 1. They don't want to get off to a bad start here. So here's the pitch to Landis. Like I say, he homered his first time up. And that's a big strikeout by Ralph Terry. That's out number 1. That brings up Roy Serves. And with Roy up here, they're going to play back for 2. Roy don't have much speed. They're looking for that ground ball double play, folks. And that's what the doctor ordered. That ball is hit down the short. Quebec's up with it. Taylor made double play over to Bobby Richardson, over to Scourin. And the White Sox lead 1-1, folks. And we go to the bottom of the third. It's still a 2-1 game. Terry gets a pitcher's best friend a double play. We got Boyer, Terry, and Richardson due up here in the third. Clint's batting .236 on the year. And that ball's well hit, folks. Boyer puts the wood to it, and he drives that ball in the right field for a base hit. So there's Boyer down at first with nobody out. Terry will try to bunt him over into scoring position here, folks. Here's the pitch to Ralph. Ralph's hitting 200 on the year, and that's going to be a nice bunt, I believe. Yep, bunted down the third. Martin's only play is going to be over to first with Nelly covering, and that'll get Boyer down the second. We got a runner on second with 1 out here for the top of the order. Here's Bobby Richardson. Let's see what he can do here against the lefty and Billy Pierce. He's 0 for 1, grounded out the third. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. Bobby Richardson trying to tie this game up. And he drives that ball into the gap in left field. And Boyer will score easy on that double. And now we got Richardson down at second with 1 out. That'll bring up Tony Q back now. And this game's tied up at 2 apiece. Tony's 0 for 1. He grounded out the short. Can he drive in Bobby? And no, he's not going to. And I don't think that ball's deep enough to get him over to third. A fly ball in the left field. Smith makes the catch. And Bobby, with the M&M boys coming up, it's not going to get thrown out at third. That brings up Roger Maris now. Rogers 1 for 1 with a solo home run to start this game off. See what he can do here. Can he drive Bobby in and give the Yankees a lead, folks? And no, he doesn't. That ball is hit down to third. No, that's not hit anywhere. Sorry about that. Pierce has got the Y, so he strikes out Roger this time. But the Yankees score 1 on the double by Bobby Richardson and tie this game up. We got Smith, Martin, and Fox due up here in the fourth. Let's see if Ralph can have an easier inning than what he's had in the first 3. Al's 1 for 1, singled and scored. And that's a ground ball down to Quebec. That'll be an easy play over the Moose for out number 1. And that brings up JC. He's 0 for 1, grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be lifted in the left field. Lopez takes a few steps in, makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down here in the fourth. Nelly Fox is up. And Nelly's 0 for 1, grounded out to Quebec. And that's going to be a base on balls. Fox is going to walk on down the first with 2 outs. Brings up Cam. Let's see what Cam's going to do. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI his first time up, folks. And he gets a hold of this one also. So he's got the number of Terry, and that ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is going. Home run, Cameron over the left field fence here at Yankee Stadium. And all of a sudden, now the White Sox are up by 2. It brings up Billy Pierce now. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And he pops this one up to shoot. And that'll be out number 3. But the White Sox scored 2 on the home run. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 4-2 White Sox. We got Mano, Skowron, and Howard due up here for the Yanks. Here's the pitch to Mick. He's 0 for 1. He popped up the first time up to the catcher. And they don't want no parts of Mick. They walk him. He trots on down the first. Let's see if Skowron can make him pay for this walk, folks. Moose, he struck out his first time up. And he's not striking out this time. That's a single in the center field. Mick will stop at second. And the Yankees making some noise here in the fourth, folks. First 2 batters are on. Brings up Elston Howard. Can he drive Mick in from second here? Howard's 0 for 1. He flew out the right. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. No, that's an infield fly. And Fox calls for it. Infield fly rules in effect, but he makes the catch for out number 1. Mick has to hold it second. Here's Lopez up now. Hector is 0 for 1. He flew out the right. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on Hector. Can he make him pay here? 2-0 pitch. And no, he doesn't. That's a fly ball in the right field. That will get Mick down the third. It's 2 outs now. First and third for Clint Boyer. Clint doubled his first time up, folks. Well, singled his first time up. Let's see if he can get a hit here. I don't know, Nathaniel. Hopefully they can score some runs here. Mick didn't make it down the third. Let's see here. Go back. And go back here. Get Mick down the third on the fly ball. There's Mick down at third now. Hey, Beatles. So let's see if Boyer can drive him in here, folks. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout by Billy. So we go to the top of the fifth. It's White Sox 4, Yankees 2. Top of the order due up here. Aparicio, Robinson, and Landis. Here's the pitch to Luis. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike three. One down here in the fifth. Brings up Floyd Robinson now. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Boyer. 2 up and 2 down. Jim Landis is already homered in this game, folks. 1 for 2. And that's a pop up behind home plate. Howard near the screen makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Terry's first 1, 2, 3 inning of the game. We go to the fifth. We got Terry due up. Richardson and Quebec. Terry helped his own cause here, folks. He had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. And Roy serves, lets that go through his legs. Terry's safe at first, folks. E3 on the play. Letting the pitcher get aboard here. Here's Bobby Richardson. He's 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. See if he can keep this merry-go-round going. That's a fly ball in the left field. Al Smith's got it. Terry retreats back to first. Now it's Tony Quebec's turn to do something here. He's 0 for 2, grounded out and flew out. And that's going to be a pop-up to the catcher in foul territory. And that'll be 2 outs now. It's up to Roger. Can Roger deliver here, folks, and put the Yankees on the board here in the fourth with that leadoff error and make them pay for letting Roger come up the bat? And that's going to be a hit by pitch. The Yankees are out of the dugout walking towards the mound, folks. Not happy with that. They think that's retaliation. I don't know if Billy would want to hit Roger and bring up the Mick with the go-ahead run here now, folks, on first and second and the Mick up. See if the Mick can make them pay for the air and the hits batsman here, folks. And he sure does, I believe. Nope, that's a nice play down at third by Martin. A dive and stop, gets up, fires over to first, and robs Mick of a base hit. The Yankees leave 2 on. We go to the top of the sixth. It's 4 to 2. We got the serve, Smith and Martin due up here for the White Sox. Roy is 0 for 2. And that's going to be a base on balls. He trots on down the first. Going to bring up Al Smith. Here's the pitch to Al. He's 1 for 2 and scored. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Boyer's up with it. Only plays the first. Smith's out of there, but serve makes his way down the second. And that'll bring up Martin now with 1 out, a runner in scoring position. And here's the pitch to JC. And that's going to be a base hit over second. Roy serves heading for home, folks. And Roger up with the throw. Fires home. And they get Roy at home. Nice play by Maris to gun down serve. And that is last out. That's supposed to be a base hit, wasn't it? Yeah, go back here. That wasn't an out. It was a base hit, and then he gets thrown out. Sorry about that, folks. Let's do this again. I don't know what happened there. Base hit in the right. And Roy gets thrown out at home by Roger. That'll bring up Nelly with Martin down at first now with 2 outs. Roger keeping this a 2-run game, folks. Here's the pitch to Nelly. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, and that's a ground ball down the short. You back over to Richardson, and that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still a 2-run lead by the White Sox. That'll bring up Scourin, Howard, and Lopez here. Moose is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. And he's going to single again, folks. No, he's not. That's a pop up to third. Sorry about that. Read that wrong. That's a pop up to third. 1 down here. That brings up Howard now. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be ball 1 on him. 1 ball, no strikes on Howard. And he gets a hold of this, folks. Takes that ball down the first base line. And he'll make it down the second easily. So Howard with a stand-up double with 1 out here for Hector Lopez. Can he make this a 1-run game? Cool, Ken. Hey, Steve. Yeah, that's neat. I like it, Ken. All righty, here's Lopez 0 for 2. Can he get a base hit here and knock Howard in? And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Smith's got it. Howard goes back to second now with 2 outs. So it's up to Clint Boyer to do some damage here. He's 1 for 2 today. And he swings and misses again. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Boyer. And we're going to the top of the 7th. It's still a 2-run lead for the White Sox. Cameron, Pierce, and Aparicio. Cam homered his last time up, folks. Here's the pitch to Cam. And that's a ground ball down the second. Richardson's got it. He'll fire over to first for out number 1. That brings up Billy Pierce. Billy's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and popped up. And that's going to be a fly ball to Roger. Roger comes in a few steps, makes the catch. And that's 2 outs here in the 7th. Aparicio's up now. He's 0 for 3. Grounded out the third. Reached on an error and struck out. And that's going to be a ground down to Bobby. And that'll end the inning, folks. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. We got Terry due up, Richardson and Quebec, and there'll be a pitch hitter here for Terry. And Bob Serv's going to come out here and pitch hit. Open up this 7th inning, try to get something going for the Yanks. All right. Bob's hitting 273 on the year. Can he get on base and start this 7th inning off right? No, that's a fly ball in the left field. Easy play for Smith, and that'll be out number 1 here in the 7th. Here comes Bobby Richardson up now. Bobby's 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. Drives that ball in the right field. So Bobby sets the table here now. Runner down at first for Tony Quebec. Can Tony keep this going? That'll get the bullpen up for the White Sox. They got Larson up and Lau. Both righties here. You got 2 lefties up, so Billy will at least pitch to Quebec and Maris here. Here's the pitch to Tony. He's 0 for 3. He's due, folks. And he is due. He squares this one up, folks. And that ball is driven into right field. It's bouncing around, starting to roll towards the monument. And you know what that means, Beetle? We got a triple here today, folks. And that'll score Richardson from first. A triple, folks. And that puts Bobby down at third with Roger up. The White Sox will bring the infield in, trying to cut off the tying run. And like I say, they're going to let Billy pitch to Maris. And then they'll bring in maybe a righty to pitch the mantle, and Scourin and Howard. So Rogers 1 for 2. Homered, struck out, and got hit by a pitch. Exactly, a triple, Beatles. Here we go. Can Rogers tie this game up, or maybe even give the Yankees the lead? And the dice goes flying. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Pierce gets his man. 2 down now. It's up to the Mick to tie this game up. Mick's 0 for 2 with a walk here. And that's going to be a base on balls, and that'll be it for Billy. Mick trots on down to first. They're going to bring in Mr. Perfect. Don Larson's going to come in here to face his old teammates. So they're making a pitching change with a bunch of righties due up now. And there's Don. All righty, can Moose do something here, folks, with first and third? 2 outs now. He's 1 for 3 today. And that's a base hit in the center field, I believe. In the right field. Nice piece of hitting by Moose. And that scores Mick, folks. Nice job, Moose. He's done this all year, folks. They walk Mick, and he's made them pay. It's a tie ball game now. And we're going to pitch hit for Howard. We're bringing in Yogi. Yogi's going to come in here and pitch hit for Howard and stay in the catch. Since they brought in his former battering mate, Don Larson. Let's see if Roger can get a base hit and go out and hug Don Larson after the game. All right. Yoge's hitting .313 on the year, folks. First and second, 2 outs. Mick down at second with his speed. A base hit will put the Yankees in the lead, folks. And that's a ball hit down the second. Nellie Fox throws that ball in the dirt, folks. Roy stops it from getting by him. That's an E4. And that loads the bases up, folks. All of a sudden, the wheels are falling off the cart. And you know what? We're going to have Blanchard come in and hit for Lopez. And he'll catch. And Yogi will go play left field. So that's what we'll do. We'll bring in another lefty. Here's Johnny. Johnny coming off the bench here, folks, to face Larson. Larson should be out of this inning. But he's going to have to face Blanchard now. So the Yankees bringing in the lefties. There's no lefties in the bullpen for the White Sox. Base is juice. Can Johnny give the Yankees a lead here in the bottom of the second? They've done scored 2. Here's the pitch to Blanchard, hitting .234 on the year, off to a slow start as far as his average. Does have 12 home runs on the year, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. That'll end the inning. He'll go to short way over to Aparicio at short. But the Yankees tie this ball game up, folks. And we go to the top of the 8th. It's 4-4. going to come in here and pitch for the Yankees. I think it's going to be Jim Coates is going to come in here and pitch. Or, let's see. He'll be due up second. Maybe Tex will come in here and only pitch 1 inning. Yeah, Tex will come in here and pitch 1 inning. Because we'll have a pitch hitter for whoever comes in here. So Tex will come in and pitch. Oh, that's right. We got to make some changes here. Yogi's going to be playing left field. Blanchard will be catching. And Tex will be hit. Ninth and pitch. All righty. And he'll be facing Robinson, Landis, and Serve here in the 8th. See if he can get through this 8th inning and give the Yankees a chance to get the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch to Floyd. He's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Moose is up with it, calls Tex off, takes it himself for out number 1. Here's Jim Landis. He's homered earlier in the game, folks. He's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Maris is tracking it down near the warning track, makes the catch. Almost untied this game, folks. Nice play by Roger. Brings up Roy Serves. Had the big error in that inning. Didn't come back to cost him, though. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And that's going to be a base on balls. Roy trots on down the first. What you want to see with a 1-run game type. Ball game tied up. Don't want to be walking people. That brings up Al Smith. Smith's 1 for 3 today. And that is high. That ball is far. That ball is going, folks. And just like that, the White Sox take a 6-4 lead here. Walks will kill you. That brings up Martin now. The White Sox up by 2. He's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Scourin's got it, steps on the bag. But the White Sox score 2, and it's a 6-4 game. Now we go to the bottom of the 8th. You got Boyer, a pitch hitter for Tex, and Richardson due up here against Don Larson. Boyer's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Nelly's got it. Hey, Legends. He fires over to first for out number 1. See who's going to pitch it here for Tex. And Earl's going to come out here and pitch. Last lefty on the bench. See if he can get on base here for the Yanks with 1 out. Earl's batting .077 on the year, folks. To say he's cold is an understatement. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Landis has got it. That'll be 2 up and 2 down here in the 8th. It's up to Bobby Richardson here to keep this inning going. See if Bobby can get on base. He's 2 for 4, doubling an RBI and scored. And that is a base hit in the left field. Nice piece of hitting by Bobby. He drives it down there. Smith gets over, cuts it off, keeps him in at a single. Now it's Kubek's turn to get on here. Give Roger a chance to give the Yankees a lead here. Kubek is 1 for 3 with that RBI triple his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. No, that's not a swing and a miss. That's a ground ball down the short. And over to first for the out. And that is it for the Yankees in the 8th, folks. We go to the top of the 9th. We'll have a new pitcher for the Yanks. He'll be facing Fox. Caron and a pitch hitter for Larson. And it'll be Jim Coates will come out here to pitch the 9th. His job is to keep this a 2-run lead. Tex was unable to keep it a tie ball game. All righty, here's Nellie Fox 0 for 2 with a walk-in and scored. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Roger in the gap makes the catch. 1 out. Here is Cam. He's homered early in this game, folks. The ball's been flying out of Yankee Stadium. He's 2 for 3. Home run and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Mick goes back, makes a nice run and catch, robs Cam of a base hit, folks. 2 outs now. We'll have a pitch hit here for Larson. And it looks like Al Pilarco is going to come out. The lefty's coming up here. Face Coates. See what Pilargi can do here. Oh, cool, legends. All righty, here's the pitch to Al. 2 outs, nobody on. He's hitting 276 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Boyer. He plants and throws, fires over to Moose. And that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Yankees trailing by 2. And the Turk's going to come on the pitch here for the White Sox. And he'll be facing the big boys here, the M&M boys, Maris and Mano, and then Scourin. See if they can make some noise here in the 9th. If you're a Yankee fan, you got the guys up to do the damage. Here's the pitch to Roger. He's 1 for 3 with that home run, folks. And that's going to be a deep fly ball to the right field. But Robinson's got room out there, makes the catch for out number 1. Roger goes back shaking his head. It's up to the Mick now to at least get on base, give the Yankees a chance here. Mick's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Mick was trying to hit a 3-run homer with nobody on, folks. 2 up and 2 down here. It's up to Moose. Moose had the big base hit the last time. He's 2 for 4 today. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going, folks. Home run Scourin. And it's a 1-run ball game, folks. And here's Mr. Clutch himself, Yogi, up for the second time. He reached on an error his first time up. Can he keep this ball game going? 1-run game. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. Yogi still got a shot here. 0-1 pitch. And that is the ball game, folks. He gives it a shot, but it's in the left field. Al Smith camps under it. And that is it. The Yankees lose 6-5, folks. He made a run here in the 9th, but came up short. The M&M boys couldn't get on. Go take a look here at the box score. That snaps the Yankees' 5-game winning streak. White Sox, 6 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. The Yankees, 5 runs, 10 hits, out hit the White Sox, but lose where it counts in the runs and 1 error. Al Smith was 2 for 4 today. So was Cameron. You had Landis, Smith, and Cam hitting home runs. White Sox only left 3 on base. Give them credit, folks. They came through when they had the chance. Bobby Richardson, 3 for 5. Nice game by Bobby. Roger with the home run. The Mick 0 for 3, but he did walk twice. But the time they needed him to get on, he couldn't. Moose, nice game by Moose Gowan. 3 for 5, 2 RBIs and a home run. And the Yankees left 10 men on base, folks. That's the difference in the ball game. 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Sure. And the White Sox were 2 for 5. Like I say, they came through when they needed it. Terry, not a great outing by Terry. 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, walked 2, struck out 3, and gave up 2 home runs. And Tex could not get the job done in the 8th. 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, walked 1, and gave up the 2-run homer, folks. Jim comes in and shuts the door in the 9th. Gives the Yankees a shot. Too little, too late. Let's go here to fast play here. We got the Red Sox traveling down to Baltimore to take on the Orioles. And the Orioles win a close one. The Red Sox 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors. The Orioles 3 runs on 5 hits and an error. We got the Tribe traveling down to Kansas City, take on the A's. Former Yankee Art Detmer's on the mound for the A's. Against Mudcat. Mudcat, nice pitching. Indians, 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. The A's, 2 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Mudcat goes the distance, gives up 7 hits and 2 runs, folks. We got the Senators traveling to Minnesota to take on the Twins. And this will be the last game here for the American League on July 26th. And the Senators get shut out. No runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. The Twins, 5 runs on 8 hits and no errors. Take a look at the standings here and the leaders. Tigers pick up a half a game. They're 3 games back of the Yankees now. Orioles on an 8-game winning streak, folks. 3.5 games back. The Twins on a 6-game winning streak. They're 8 games back. White Sox are 10.5 games back. The Angels 18. Red Sox 20.5. Cleveland Indians 22.5. The Senators 30 games back, and the A's 34 games back. Norm Cash is leading the league with a .330 batting average. Roger just hit his 42nd home run of the year, folks. Scourin's getting close to Cash. Cash with 96 RBIs. The Moose with 91. Take a look here at the pitching leaders in the American League. Bunning still leading the league with a 1.98 ERA and with 17 wins. Luis with 23 saves. Cash leading the league in MVP voting. And Jim Bunning leading the league with Cy Young. So two Tigers with the MVP and Cy Young, folks. Roger still hitting .326 in his last 11 games. Scourin now hitting .354 in his last 11 games, folks. And the next game, I believe, is the Reds at Milwaukee. Take a look here. Yeah, Perky against Wiley. Should be a good pitching matchup. Alrighty. I want to thank Legends for stopping by. Check out his channel. He done a game today. He said he may be on later tonight. Show some Madden off, or maybe do another baseball game, he said. Check out Beatles channel, folks. He's doing a under 500 from 1950 to 1990 that we all picked. Ken Castro is in the house. Steve Tate, check out his channel, folks. He did a explanation on action football that he's doing for Chris with the states, whatever state the player was born, putting them on a team. It's pretty cool. Nathaniel was in here, and I believe that's everybody. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and on your way out, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, folks, you all have a great evening and take care.